And we are live. Hello, and thanks for tuning in. This is the SuperBoss Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Harrison Ngo, and I'm joined by Ian Eatwell.
Hey, hey.
And Luc Tran.
Hello, hello.
And if you're a new listener, we each bring something to the table, which we can be ranging from. Man, who wrote this? It feels like it's wrong. It might have been me, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure
I
that's mine, but that was from like 2 years ago.
it's fine. It doesn't matter. It because what we talk about ranges from movies, comics to video games. Or honestly, whatever we feel like talking today. So just sit back, relax, and Ian, what have you been up to? What gets you going? How you feel?
Dude, this week has just been daylight savings. Back from having a thing and then getting my teeth. It's been a week. It's been a week and a half.
We can all agree, and everybody who's listening can agree, as long as you're someone who unfortunately lives in a place that participates in daylight savings. Daylight savings can eat every single part of my ass. I hate it. It's so archaic and it has no use. It is in fact, I think, detrimental, because I think there's some statistic out there where the week after a daylight savings is implemented, whether it's spring forward or whatever the other one's called, the rate of like fatal car crashes increases like exponentially, because people are still adjusting, and like if you're someone who has to wake up early and drive for work, or at least drive to work, then it's way more dangerous than that first week.
Yeah, I think I watched there was like a Try Guys video where they tested like different driving under like different circumstances, and they like came to the conclusion that sleep deprivation was the worst. Huh.
Yeah, so abolish daylight savings. That's my spiel for today.
Yeah.
It's so funny because it's like, I like to think that the time period for daylight savings, because it's technically on right now, right? Is that what it is? Like, because
it's
I don't know, like essentially from March to like what, like November or something. I like to think I just live in this period of I'm just waiting for it to turn off, and that's just me prepping to go back to normal. But then it's so much longer than I think, and then I realize when it goes back, like from November to like now, whenever it switches back to like the hour goes back, I think that's normal.
See, for me, I like I don't like the time changing, but I actually like this where the sun doesn't set until like 7 or 8, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like setting at like 5.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
yeah,
but
the time change itself sucks, but
yeah,
and especially I think it was like, it's super nostalgic for me because like in high school, it would be like, oh, it's like 7 or 8 and the sun's still out. So like my friends are still out doing stuff.
I could still do hood.
Whereas like in the winter, it's like, 6 p.m. and it's dark and everybody just wants to go home.
Yeah. Are we the only? Wait, did you just sneeze?
No, I was about to say. I was also about to say, are we like the ones that I can't remember?
We're not the only ones who do daylight savings, but I think it's
we aren't okay.
Primarily within the North American continent, because I know it's the United States, Canada.
Okay.
I think there are 3 countries in South America who also do daylight savings.
Wild.
And
okay.
Maybe a few more, but
I thought we were the only ones. Wow.
No, like we're not the only ones, but I think daylight savings, I think, is still a minority thing.
Yeah, it's like the U.S. and Canada,
and I think like Chile,
UK, or well, I can't tell if this is the time zone, and then we switch. It's like we switch to something else, and if they stay, or do they switch also? That's the thing.
I see what you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but stupid.
Remove it. Yeah, I agree. Like, actually, the more it's just weird to see like me and Luke were talking prior, and it was like it throws off my eating game. Like, I'm confused when to eat sometimes, because I'm like, I'm so used to like, there's no sun, time to eat. I'm done with work. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I guess especially people who follow more strict eating times, because I don't. I randomly will eat at God knows when. But for normal people, or people who strictly follow like, oh, time restricted eating or 1 meal a day.
I wouldn't say that's normal.
It wreaks havoc, I bet, for people.
I wouldn't even say that's normal. Like most people kind of just, or I guess set times. Yeah, never mind.
Well, yeah, like there's no like
dinner's like at 5 or 6.
No one's gonna do what I do and eat dinner at 5 p.m. one day, and then the next day just don't eat dinner, or eat dinner at 11 p.m.
Never mind. Yeah, daylight saving time sucks.
Speaking of eating, do you guys ever go through weird phases where like you haven't eaten a thing for a while and then you start eating it again, and then you just think like, why did I ever stop eating this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like for me right now,
out of it again,
for lunch now, I'm making. I think the past 3 days have been peanut butter sandwiches. Because I bought a fresh jar and I have bread and it's like peanut butter sandwich for lunch, and then I'll have some salt and pepper kettle chips, and I'm just sitting there like, why? Like, how could I not eat this peanut butter sandwich all the time? I love peanut butter, and it's, I don't know, it's just really funny for me.
Yeah, I can't,
because like normally I don't usually eat lunch. I just work through lunch and finish a little earlier. But now I'm like, I have time. So here I am eating lunch, and it's just sandwiches.
I know I have something like that, but I think it's also just like working from home all the time. I'm just so used to like eating very little compared to like, when I would go into the office, I'm like, I'm fucking starving.
And it's just like you're starving, but you also want to like leave. Like, I need to leave for an hour.
Let me get away from my desk. Oh, it was weird. I actually had to go back to the office just to pick something up. And it was like the weirdest shit, because it's like after a year of like not being in it.
It's like you kind of just don't remember.
Yeah, like
no one's there, right?
No one was there. They let people in, but you have to like follow like all these protocols and all that. So at the end of the day, you just kind of don't go because it's easier.
Yeah,
it's just less to worry about. And I mean, one, you're home and all that stuff. But it was just weird. I was like, I walked in, it was like part of me was like, I went to my desk. I'm like, this was nice to like. It was nice to like have a separation from home and work. But then I was like, but the drive sucks. Never mind. I'm good.
How far? Oh, are you under like half an hour?
Yeah. But this is also me going during lunch, so I don't remember how it is during the like morning, like the rush hour times.
Was it you guys that we talked about this with, where like maybe Luke brought up that there's like a 15-minute mark? No, it wasn't you guys. All right. So this is really interesting. There's something that I heard where they like polled people on their like commutes to work, and if you were the 15 minutes was like the golden number, right? Like if you were around 15 minutes, you had no like you were good.
Like no complaints.
But like no complaints. But the more the longer it got, the longer your commute got, the more your like your general
just like your happiness and well-being.
Yeah, your general like how you felt about life like decreased. Yeah, like it was weird, but also the less amount of time it also decreased. So like below 15 minutes and above 15 minutes was like
about
detrimental.
Oh wow,
that's weird. Yeah, I think it had something to do with like
get that.
like needing some kind of transitionary period, but it needs to be like long enough to switch gears, but also like not too long to where you're like, fuck me, I'm still in traffic, right? Yeah.
Like, because I mean, imagine if you were 5 minutes away from your office, and you like, there's that unspoken pressure of like, if something goes wrong or someone needs something, I'm just that close where like it's quote unquote expected of you to take care of it.
Whoa.
no,
I never thought
hate
about
I
that.
would, yeah, like that. I'd be like, no, like, don't do that to me. So I totally get like the closeness,
Yeah.
Damn, that's sucks.
and especially like, this is me just making bold assumptions, but like, if you are like less than 15 minutes away to go to your job, like it would almost feel like pointless because like you get in your car and then 10 minutes later you're there. It's like, oh, I could have just walked there, but because American cities are designed so poor that you can't walk, and so it's just like you're just wasting gas to make this really short trek. That would annoy me at least.
Yeah, it's so
Because
funny
like
because
even if I was like 5 or 10 minutes away walking or biking, that's not so bad. Because like,
Yeah.
okay, you can justify with exercise, but 10 minutes on a car is not 10 minutes on a bike or walking.
yeah, it's.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's just so funny how like most people like if you have a longer like I've heard people have like an hour plus commute, right? And they're
Yeah,
sometimes
I would never do that.
but I just hear him talking. That's fine. I was like, are you sure? Are you positive? Are you okay?
Are
You need help?
It's 'cause they're like, it's just normalized to them at that
I don't
point.
think they've. I think that's the case because it's like I had one coworker that like, when I first started working, she was like she had that commute and she just listened to a podcast, but that'd be one full podcast, and then like she'd go home the same amount of time or if longer, and I was like, she's like, it's fine. I was like, I don't think you've experienced anything less than that yet. But then once she got closer, she's like, oh yeah, never going back. I was like, yeah, see, that's what I thought. But there's some people that are like, no, I like having a distance. You get time to like relax and think. I was like, relax? Excuse.
While you're
traffic?
driving?
I mean,
What?
maybe their idea of relaxation just doesn't match ours.
Then again, these people have like families, so maybe.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
like,
say maybe their
'cause
home
maybe,
life is
maybe that's it.
When we want to relax, we want to sit in front of
Yeah.
a computer and play video games.
Yeah.
There's this like, I relax by not being with my family for an hour.
Mm-hmm. There are some people that the reason why like I thought it was weird to go to work. I do see the sign-in sheet, and there are people in the office. And I really do think that like they have that reason of like, oh, I just need to get away from. I just need my own space to work.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's because they have kids. Like
Yeah.
like 100%. That's why.
So I also assume if those are like younger adults, they might not have like houses yet, even though they have a family. It
Yeah.
true.
might be living out of an apartment or something would be kind of rough
Yeah. True.
with kids.
But swinging back,
What?
Ian, how's your you
wait,
said
what?
something about your teeth?
No, what?
I said
Did you say
back.
squeaking back?
No,
Switching back.
Switching back.
Okay.
Squeaking back. Whatever you prefer.
Okay. It's like, are we?
Besides
Anyways,
hating
what about
daylight
me?
savings and what dentist teeth.
Yeah.
Teeth hurting?
Yeah. Teeth. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. PSA. Don't not go to the dentist, kids. It's
Get your teeth cleaned twice.
It'll come back to bite you. Yeah.
I remember like we lived together and you were like, I went to go to the dentist because at the time my aunt was a dentist. I was like, and I think you were like, it's been years since I went. I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that bad?
That's
like,
when you knew.
And at the time you're like, I guess I should probably go.
Yeah.
That was like a year, some time ago already. I thought that was hilarious. But-
Yeah, I haven't gone to the dentist in a while either.
Same.
Ooh.
Probably not as long as you, Ian, but it's probably been maybe at least a year, maybe a year and a half.
I don't think, for me, also PSA, another PSA, don't eat candy.
just don't.
Because I think it was a combined effort between the amount of delicious sugar-coated candy things that I eat and
I was
not going to the dentist.
I was gonna say, to preface, the amount of candy Ian eats is insane.
Well, not anymore. I've
Not
been
even
much
no,
better.
no. But this is also saying like from before. Like I don't know if that's like piled on top of that.
Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah.
it's also like, how well do you take care of your teeth?
Yeah.
That's a factor too. Yeah.
Because like, there are some people I know who just kind of don't brush their teeth. I'm just like, oh god, you're not
Wait.
gonna have teeth in 20
Oh
years.
gosh.
Yeah.
But then
See,
there's some
okay.
people I knew that like had little mini brushes after they like had a coffee.
Yeah. This is the real PSA for taking care of your teeth. When you brush your teeth, don't immediately spit out and rinse all of the toothpaste in your mouth. Because just like in the dentist, when you get a fluoride treatment, you need to let the toothpaste kind of sit on your teeth for a good like 5-10 minutes before rinsing it out. Or else you've literally just like rubbed your teeth with a brush and they've had none of the like chemical treatment that toothpaste has.
What?
Huh.
I have not heard that. 5 to 10
That's-
minutes?
I mean, I do like 5 to 10 minutes,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
which
I
like
just get like
it gets
Listerine
weird.
after.
You get what?
I just get Listerine and just clean. Oh, what's the word? Holy shit!
Oh, what's that
Mouthwash?
rap
Mouthwash.
song? Something like Listerine. Never mind. Sorry, that's way off topic.
But
Um,
yeah, there's your PSA.
Huh.
Don't immediately spit out the toothpaste.
hmm.
Damn.
I have a mouthwash with fluoride.
I hate mouthwash.
Really?
I love that feeling. I don't know.
Really?
It has.
Don't have an opinion. we've covered all of our
We've
bases.
covered the spectrum.
I like it.
Fuck
I am
fluoride. I love
indifferent.
fluoride. Man, good shit. But other than that, Ian, what have you been up to besides that?
He's only been
That's-
dealing with teeth stuff for a week,
Like
2
that's
weeks.
all.
Oh shit, dog. All right, you know what I wanted? Oh man. All right, so
Oh,
anime.
Oh,
I've like been in a fervor of
Uh-huh.
anime stuff. I caught up on the new season, the second season of I'm just gonna call it Slime. That's what most people know it as.
oh,
So this brought up like a really interesting topic in my head that I started like brainstorming. I was like, what is art? Right?
Oh god,
Because-
here we go.
Because sorry,
wait.
because I was like, I really enjoy Slime, even though I know it's like I would call it entertainment, but I wouldn't call it like art. But it fulfills like it does evoke emotion out of me, which is basically what art is, right?
Even that's
So
subjective.
are you mainly
Even
saying
that's
like
subjective.
it doesn't meet the like societal expectation of quote unquote highbrow art?
Yeah, I guess I'm saying like my perception, which is probably general society, is like that like highbrow, but then I thought, well, it does because I'm really enjoying it,
Yeah.
even though whatever like perception I have of what it is or what art should be or whatever, like it is. So then I came to the conclusion like, yo, Slime's like Picasso.
I'm
Like
just trying to think.
I think I've
what's your
like
expectation out of all this?
completely switched my how I view this. I'm a little bit blowing it out of proportion, but I was just thinking like I shouldn't. I have a I don't know. I've changed my mind about some things.
I'm very confused. I need details. I'm very
Like
confused.
like what
right now. Yeah, like what?
what
Like-
changed your mind?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or you just like
wait, you're fully
more
caught up?
things,
Like you watched
more
yesterday?
things
Oh,
you
yeah.
like are art.
Oh,
We're
it's
having
hard
like
to
two
explain,
conversations.
but
Answer
yeah.
Harrison first,
Okay.
and then we.
So, yeah, I'm caught up. I'm super, like, I just want to see the big war scene, right? That's what I want to see. And they, like, keep teasing it out. I thought I was going to see it
oh.
this week,
Wait,
but I guess we'll see it next week.
I think they started.
And I'll leave
They
it.
started
Yeah,
that
they
whole-
started, but I
You
guess
saw
I
the
wanted
you
it
saw
to
the
be
number.
something
Yeah, you wanted to
more-
actually see it. I still thought it was.
It's still
I still
good.
thought it was cool, but yeah, I had
Yeah.
a different expectation as well.
Yeah.
I thought it was exactly what you said. I was like, oh, that's not what's happening.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still cool. I was like, oh, this is dope. Holy fuck.
I'm also, well, I don't want to give spoilers, people, but yeah, it's a really fun show. It is just very fun to watch.
It's
Very
just fun.
entertaining.
it's hilariously like in a sea of like like the anime this season.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the one feel good next to Doctor Stone.
Gotcha. Yeah.
In a sea of like what the fuck's going on.
I don't. Yeah. I still haven't watched Doctor Stone. But oh my god. Oh, okay. And then did you guys, when you were kids, did you watch a show called Cyborg? Hang on. Cyborg. Yeah, Cyborg 009.
Wait, is that
The cyborg soldier?
the red? Is that the red
Yeah.
jumpsuit with the cape or some shit? I
Yep,
forget.
yep. They
With
had
the
like
most
the
anime
red.
has hair.
I don't think I ever saw.
Don't they have like a Netflix thing?
Oh, do they?
Yeah, don't they have like a Netflix reboot or something?
Oh, wild.
Or I don't know. They had like an. Oh yeah, they do. They had some sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Cyborg's 999 Call of Justice.
Sick.
It's like that
So-
3D anime shit.
Let me. Oh my god. So, I don't know how I. Well, I mean,
You do. You know.
yeah. I mean,
You know.
it was 1980s is when it came out, right? So, and then I was born early 90s, so of course they're gonna rerun some stuff because the whole anime sphere wasn't that big here. But oh my god, this this intro song to Cyborg is insane. You're just like, you can tell it's from, actually it's in the 80s. I would expect this to be from like the 70s because it's, at first it starts off like with like a woman singing and
Oh, it's from.
very
first
quiet. Huh?
It first aired 1968.
That makes so much sense. Why does this say, oh, an anime film was released in 1980? Okay. That makes a ton of sense. Because, so it's like this woman singing, a lot of just like quiet music, and then all of a sudden it's like, and you're like, oh, what, where's this beat coming from? Okay, all right. And then you get like these like synth bells that are like, and you're like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden the announcer voice comes on and he's like, 9, 8, 7, 6, and the countdown, and you're like, okay, all right, we're getting to like into like some like synth wave, like I'm on a trip kind of vibe. And then the dude, just the announcer dude with like the weird like distorted voice, is just like, darkness, light, love and hate, happiness, sorrow, and you're like, whoa, what's happening right now? What? I'm just like being told all of these feelings, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be garnering from this opening song. It's kind of insane. I've forgotten that this is probably just what like early anime was.
Like just that intro.
Yeah, that's it was insane. I can't explain how insane that opening song is, but it was a treat.
And you just started watching this randomly, or did it
Yeah,
just pop
randomly
up?
like watched the first couple episodes just to like walk down memory lane, I guess. You can tell it's really old though, because the like when people run, they do like the Bugs Bunny run, or the Flintstones run, where it's like the feet just run in a circle.
Oh my god, they do that? They did that? Oh fuck.
Yeah, but only for
Amazing.
like the bad guys, I think.
That's a weird choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I think the good guys have to be like cool, you know. You can't like, they have to be the ones who are like fully animated and stuff. But that was fun. That's dating this, by the way.
So like
Extremely.
you just like questioned art this entire time.
Yeah, you know, I think that's what it was. I saw that first, and then I saw like then I caught up on Slime, and I was just completely like it was like I took some drugs. It's like I took some drugs, and I had no idea what was going on for a while.
What happened? Where am I?
Where Where?
1968. What?
That's an anime.
Yeah, you're right.
Just get thrown
It's
back
called-
into 1968. It's called what?
No, don't
What
worry
is
about
it called?
No, it's not. I lied.
Oh.
I just figured it would be.
Yeah.
Anything.
Also, one more thing. Another anime. Moriarty the Patriot. I started watching that. That's just it's good. That's just good shit. If you like Sherlock Holmes.
Wasn't that whole point like it's just Moriarty is an anime girl? Or was
What?
Moriarty a dude? I can't remember.
No, Moriarty's a dude.
Okay, I must be thinking of something else.
But there's a.
Yeah.
But like
I
it is like Sherlock Holmes basically, but in the point of view of Moriarty.
Kind of. Both. It goes for like both points of view.
Okay.
Yeah, and it kind of like it changes up like what Moriarty is a little bit. It kind of makes him more of a I guess it would be more of an anti-hero. But Sherlock Holmes is also still a hero. It's really interesting. Yeah.
Where do you watch this? Where is this on?
I had to watch this on Funimation.
Animation. Damn.
Yeah. I just made like a free trial account to watch it, and then I
Everyone
closed
keeps
it.
bringing up these shows, and I'm like, oh, where do you watch it? Funimation. Where the fuck are these? What?
Yo, Funimation
have
has
to?
a lot of shows now.
No, they do. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to. I just don't feel like adding another account.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I just don't. And I'm like, I keep hearing about like good shows, and they always end up being on Funimation right now. So I'm like, okay.
And then I tried out this other anime that was basically just like pretty boy band boys with guns in a city.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's an interesting premise.
Yeah. Yeah. Needless to say, I'm gonna watch the entire season. No, I'm just kidding.
You just weeped out for like the last 2 weeks. I see you.
Yeah, basically. I was just like, let me find out what I've been missing. Not much, but some.
Did you catch up on Attack on Titan yet? You didn't mention that.
No.
I was curious. Oh, okay.
No,
All right, that's fine.
that's not gonna
Dude,
happen
I
for a
think
long time. You
The
should.
manga ends next month, I think.
Yeah, it ends next month.
Oh, heck yeah.
Month.
Anyways, I weeped out enough. What? Who else? What else? What have you guys been doing?
Luke, you're next. Trying to break the cycle.
What have I been doing?
I was about to be like, oh shit, he actually did cut out.
You stink.
A lot of the things I've been doing are like a lot of prep for just random things. But I don't like, because even like a lot of the things I'm super interested in, like, so for better or for worse, if it's a dumpster fire, if it's not gonna be a masterpiece, but if it's a dumpster fire or if it's decent, Zack Snyder's Justice League doesn't come out till tomorrow, so I'm like waiting on that. And then
Oh, now I get what you mean
Godzilla
about
versus
prep.
Kong doesn't come out until the end of March.
Yeah.
There's that superhero show on Amazon. I think it's called Invincible.
I
I don't think
so.
that's like that comes out later, so I'm like,
I sent that.
Uh-huh.
there's not a lot of like in my off time. I found a lot of like cool hobby things, like people doing their hobbies on YouTube, and that's just like something I've been watching.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like this guy, he makes these like really, really cool. It's weird because like, so I have like pretty severe thalassophobia, which is like fear of the open ocean. And this guy specifically makes dioramas of like thalassophobic things, and they freak me out, but they're so cool because he makes them out of foam. And he's done stuff for like Subnautica.
Oh,
Subnautica Sub-Zero. He like made a model of that.
Wild.
Or people like, there's someone who does, they're not like full streams, but they do basically highlights of them making cosplays. Because something I want to do is like, I really want to get a 3D modeling station and start like learning how to 3D print.
Oh yeah,
because like I don't know, I need a hobby that isn't just sitting in front of my computer all day.
dude. I thought about getting into that too. Like I sat there, I'm like, huh. That like I kept seeing random things where I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. Oh, they can 3D print that. Too bad I don't got one.
Because like as a kid, I remember my brother and I we made a few models, and I always thought it was super fun. But I also think it'd be like interesting content, because like a lot of people on Twitch, at least from a lot of the categories I watch, they always find these like random hobbyists, and then I do these crazy deep dives into like, oh, let's figure out this person does like miniature food making, and apparently it's like a really fun hobby, and it just like I didn't even expect it would be a thing. But it's like super calming. Or like, oh, this person makes props for movies, and that's like a 3D printer one. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll do something like that.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I followed this one guy, and apparently he just makes things for like Marvel movies, or not for the movies, but like from them. I mean, sorry. But he would like initially he would like make like a small Thor hammer, then incrementally you can see over time what he started making, and now he has then he had like an Iron Man suit by the end.
Yeah, sick. Stuff like that I think is super cool.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, it was just crazy. He was just like, I follow him on Instagram and on TikTok, but he was just documenting like, oh, this is me making like a little thing to hold the Tesseract, and then it lit up, and it was just like a project he would do over time, and he would do all these crazy things. I'm like, this is so cool. If I had I was like, if I had a 3D printer, this would be so cool, man.
Especially because I just like having knickknacks, and it drives my girlfriend insane because like I just have knickknacks everywhere. But you can like so many cool things. Like this one guy I follow on YouTube, he does it for fun, but he 3D prints a lot of Destiny guns.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'd be like, yeah, like I'd want something like that. I think it'd be a cool just like prop to have.
Dude, I just make Ace of Spades and just put that on my desk.
Exactly. It's just like, it's a cool thing. Or this is completely different, but it's kind of related to like, oh, I'm just going down the rabbit hole of random hobbyists. This guy on YouTube, his entire content is he lives in Japan, and he just walks around random parts of Japan and just is like streaming it, and it's super calming.
You know what? I've seen. I think I don't know if it's the same dude, but I've seen another couple like guys do that too. And it was just like is it just like they're going about their life and just doing whatever, or is it
like this guy specifically like on YouTube he goes by Rambalok, but he just walks in, like it's like he's not shopping and he's not running errands. He's just like, I'm gonna go walk around this area today, and that's the video.
That's so chill. Like
it's super chill because like he doesn't talk, and so it's just like,
oh, that's nice.
It's just ambient city sounds, which is really calming. And I don't know how, like I enjoy it, but I think it's also, I enjoy it way more than I am, or more than I would, because I haven't gone outside and like gone to do anything for so long.
I was gonna say
his videos are like an hour, like anywhere from like 1 to 3.5 hours of just like walking around.
Whoa. Yeah, that's one of those things
that guy's fit because he's just walking all the time.
Just walking, yeah.
It's one of those things that definitely just like blown up probably during the COVID.
Yeah, but like, God, it is so chill. Just to like, because some streamers I watch who do a lot of just chatting content on Twitch, they just put that on as background because it's very like unobtrusive.
That makes
Wow.
that's crazy to like just think about like that's just what he does, and I'm like like with YouTube, I'm like, man, that's just crazy.
And
To
like
think, like that's all it is.
there's like the added thing of I don't think he monetizes it either.
Oh,
It's
really?
literally just like here's like nighttime walk through Tokyo, or early morning walk through Shibuya, or whatever. Because he has so many videos and none of it's monetized. It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the things I'm like, I want to get back into Final Fantasy 14. Probably going to be playing some more Monster Hunter. I'm just waiting on my new computer, which comes in Friday. That's what I'm really excited for. Except I have to do I probably have to do so much setup and transferring.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, really, it's like, because I have two external hard drives. That's just literally just plugging it in. It's just my C drive I have to somehow transfer. And it's just, oh man, I have to sit there and be annoyed.
I got to do some of that too. I bought a terabyte solid state to replace my old hard drive.
To replace it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm still going to keep the hard drive because it still works, but
yeah,
I'm just going to use the SSD as my main.
Like, I just bought 2 other ones and I just used them as basically my new storage for everything.
Wait, so you have 2 externals and then 2 internal?
I have, so my computer right now, I have, I guess you would say 1 external and then 2 internal.
Oh, okay.
Although, like, my quote unquote my C drive is like pretty locked up in my case, because my latest SSD was a terabyte, but I was able to just kind of like wiggle in some wires and just plugged it in on the side of my motherboard.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Does the new one come with like just one storage unit, or does it like decked out as well?
I don't even remember. I ordered it so long ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. It has been a while. Damn.
I think it has 1 terabyte SSD.
Dang.
So I'm gonna be pretty set.
Hey.
Yeah, I think I'll have 3 terabytes in total, including my current SSDs.
You're gonna play Monster Hunter with that maxed out settings?
Yep.
Dude, that's
Dude, I kind of miss playing Monster Hunter, like, so because I've been playing some more Hades, and it's still really fun, but I think I'm starting to hit the end point of like I'm basically done with Hades. Because really, it's
new itch.
Like, I have really 4 things left to do, and then I'll basically be done with the entire game. Unless I choose to go for like those crazy high heat runs. Because I want to unlock the last of Skelly's prizes. And then there's 3 prophecies I still need to finish on the minor list of prophecies.
Oh, yeah.
Which they're all really easy to do. I just don't feel like doing them.
Yep. Have you done the one where it's like you have to sell a legendary boon?
Yep. Yeah, I did that a long time ago.
Okay.
The ones I have to unlock. There's 1 last hammer upgrade for Exegriff the gun. And then there's this 1 purchase I have to buy from Charon Shop that I just can't find, and I don't know what it is. It's like Touch of Sticks. I've never seen it. I have no idea what it does. And then, because there's 1 prophecy where you basically use all the upgrades from the mirror, and there's some upgrades from the mirror I just haven't used yet.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's like finish a run using those boons, and I just haven't done them yet because I'm lazy. But because like I'm still like, I still want to include quote unquote speedrunning Hades as something I want to at some point include in some of the content I want to start streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a matter of like, oh, do I want to do speedrunning or do I also do high heat? Because like Hades itself is, I mean, yeah, I'm probably gonna do both, but like, have you looked at all the speedrunning categories for Hades, Ian? Or
yeah.
No?
Yeah, they're pretty insane.
So, some of those are insane.
Yeah, because I mean they have all weapon, 3 weapon. They have like different increments of heat all the way up to 50. You got seated and unseated, any heats.
The one I like kind of wanted to check out was there's basically a fresh file, which is completely new file until I think it's just beating the game once. And I think that's bananas.
Yeah.
I've seen someone did it on, so IGN has a series on YouTube where they have game developers react to their own game speedruns. And they had one for Hades, and it was this guy went from a fresh file to completing a run in like 25 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that was crazy. But I don't know, I thought it was a really interesting series.
Yeah.
It maybe I was thinking because I worked on the re-releases for Doom and Doom 2 and I got to design all the achievements for both of those games.
Oh dang.
And one of the achievements is for co-op, and I thought I think it would have been so funny if we watched someone, like if I got to sit and watch someone speedrun Doom or Doom 2 with my old QA team, and we're just talking about like, oh yeah, when we did this, like this is how that worked. Or it took us 3 hours to complete this part. I don't know. It's a really like it's always cool to see. I don't know. There's this like really thin line. I feel like of someone understanding something well enough to perform really well, but if they go too far into like understanding or knowing, it gets really dull.
Getcha.
Because like with music theory, for me, I hate music theory because it's basically just like, here is the complete scientific way of why things sound good and why you like that. And I don't really care that much. I just like, I like the sound go boop boop and I like it.
Hell yeah.
Isn't that more like for composing?
Sound go boop boop.
At that point?
I mean, for both.
Yeah. I feel like it's more useful in composing, but
it is, yeah. But like wrapping it back around to like video games, it's kind of why like
I think
any percent runs on speedrunning I think are really cool once. And then you need to go into like, I have always enjoyed glitchless runs more, or like all percent, because
I think that's
like
why
if you
we
watch
have all these categories.
Yeah, it's so there's like a bunch of content, but like one of the big ones when they do like GDQ or SGDQ is the Zelda Wind Waker any percent.
Yeah.
And you basically know how it's going to go every time because they've basically hacked it down to a science. Whereas if you see someone do Wind Waker 100%, they have different tricks to try and get all the unlocks.
Dude, that game is wild. We're figuring stuff out. Like maybe a year ago.
Like that is the cool part about any percents, because when people find out, like, oh, there's a new trick, then there's this like flurry of activity, and then within like 3 months, it's kind of like it's been incorporated.
I just checked the speedrunning
like
website.
Those 3 months that were really cool.
Yeah. I just checked the speedrunning website for Hades. There's an OWO category now.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at what that is after this. That's something I'm gonna see what that's about.
Interesting.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Harrison, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? What have I been doing? Let's see. So I got like a few games mainly. Just because my birthday was this past week, and I only so you got me one, right?
I
got
did.
me time. I forget. Was that on my wish list? Time lie? Was it? Oh, it was cool.
Yeah.
See, that's an issue. I was like, oh, this is cool. Is this something what? But it looks cool. But I tried it for a bit, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like,
cool.
At first, I was like, oh, this is just like a puzzle thing, right?
Uh-huh.
But I didn't realize like how. I only played like 10 minutes of it, just because I was just kind of curious, and I just needed to pass the time.
Yeah.
And then like the more I played, I was like, oh, this is something I need to actually sit down and like try it out more, because it was really cool. I thought it was just like, it's like one of those like it reminded me of like Hitman Go and like Lara Croft Go, like how you have to like figure out the best path to get to the end.
Oh, okay.
And then they incorporate like rewind time, and like you, if you mess or something happens, you can then rewind time and fix an area, or it's just like there's obstacles you got to get through and like avoid like guards and all that. So it was just really cool. I was like, wow, this is, and it was very aesthetically pleasing, especially like just chilling at night. I was like, oh, this is dope.
Mm-hmm.
So good pick, man. Good
Hell
pick.
yeah. Yeah, I'm glad.
And then my girlfriend got me Valheim.
Oh no.
She was like,
Oh,
is there something you
no.
want? I was like, I for once I was like, I don't know if I want anything. If anything, I'm the most curious about this game. And she was like, okay. So she just bought it for me, and you guys should get it. I'm curious how
God, you're
like legitimately
being sucked in, dog.
dude. Like at first I was
See,
like,
I thought it would have been really funny if your girlfriend also got Valheim, and then it's just like, hey, do you want to play Valheim? And it's just like, it's 2 a.m. Yeah, do you want to play Valheim?
Man, like, it's so funny because I think it was more like we've been trying to find a game to play together, and the more I play this, I'm like, oh shit, I actually think she would like this. Like, but the other thing is I've played Minecraft before, and it was hard to explain that to her too because she's never played it. But this was like Minecraft on steroids. Like it's like
it's so much better in my opinion.
It's so much better. Like, oh my gosh, like even like the little things where like when you build your just your house, right? Sometimes you have to think about the stability because sometimes the walls would fall down and all that. Or maybe I'm just figuring it out wrong. But I'm still like learning about things about the game. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Like things where like, oh, once you kill like an animal, you get the meat or like the leather and all this stuff. You could do so much more. It's just like, wait, this would be so much fun if we had like a group. Holy fuck. Yeah, you guys should totally get it.
Is it
man, you're being sucked in.
Valheim?
Get out.
Ian, you're amazing. Just don't change who you are. Again,
I will not.
Yeah, I've just been doing that.
Like I like for me, I think Valheim it sucks because I think it is a really good multiplayer game.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have too many people playing on the same server, I think it kind of gets overloaded.
I think it's only 8 people max too. So, in all honesty, I don't think
there is a hard cap, but I think after like even I think 5 people, the game fundamentally kind of changes.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's more of like
10 players.
Of 10. Yeah.
The PvP's garbage. Don't play PvP.
No, PvE.
It's really bad.
Co-op PvE.
There is a PvP, I think.
Oh.
But like cuz you still have like the survival aspect when you play with a small group. But like I've seen people play with like the max of 10 and it just kind of devolves into like resource gathering because so many people need things. It's like, oh, we're going to spend 3 hours cutting down an entire forest. And then 5 minutes later, we need more wood because everybody's building stuff.
Everyone's building everything. Yeah. Yeah, I think the sweet spot seems like it's like 4, maybe max 5.
Yeah, like I think 4 is the best.
I think it's just like if you have the option to have like just a bunch of people, like if it's like it feels like one of those like if you have 10, it's probably just because everyone just happens to be on. Like all your friends are on. It's like, oh, let's just play something that we can have a lot of people. It feels like that. Like I remember it was like one of those things where even back in Minecraft we had like that group where we just get on and off. But it never hit like the max amount, right? Of the entire group. It was just like, oh, whoever got on could get on. La da da. So if this feels like one of those, right? So I'm having a lot more fun than I expected, but I've only done like the beginning stuff because I think when you're solo, you take longer to do stuff anyway. So
Yeah.
that is what it is. But no, I definitely think this is one of those, like, if you have friends, it will be like a lot more fun. But I'm still having fun by myself.
Oh,
Like,
man,
as
am I
is.
gonna get Valheim now?
I don't know, man. Are you? Are you? But
It's funny because I remember a few weeks ago, I was talking about Valheim, and I was also talking about another game called Loop Hero.
Yep.
And I was like
Yeah.
debating between the two. And
did you get Loop Hero though?
I have Loop Hero, and I'm
Yeah.
still playing it. I don't think I'm having as much fun as when I first started.
Oh dang! It's like, how's that?
Like, I think it's still a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of it is I'm still like a monkey brain, and
Yeah.
I'm not good at Loop Hero. I think it's the problem.
That could. I looked into it more, and that honestly could be it, because it seemed like it was like a. It seemed like it felt like the learning curve for that game was super high. I don't know why, but
the
maybe
learning curve, I think, is really steep. But like once you learn the learning curve, I think the game is kind of it turns into a bit of a slog. Like, it's not too bad of a slog,
mm-hmm.
but like, so with one of the classes, the warrior, I can play the warrior relatively easily. And so it's just a matter of waiting until I get my level ups, and then I pick the thing. Like, you pick the objectively best upgrades, and then you just keep going. There's no like funkiness to it after a certain point. Because in the beginning, when you haven't unlocked everything and you're still learning like what card combos to play, like I've had some like freak skeleton builds work, and I've been able to kill a boss. But then like once I have the like ideal setup for the warrior, which is like the warrior does best when you have these certain cards in your deck,
Right.
and it does the best with these certain upgrades, then it's just a matter of waiting until you get those upgrades, and then the game just plays itself.
Okay.
And so that's probably like I started playing a different class because I'm in that stage now of like I need to experiment and figure out things, and that's fun. But I know like once I figure out the optimal way to play that class, it'll probably be not as fun.
See. Oh, it's unfortunate.
It's still a good game, but
yeah. Because you sounded way more excited like a couple weeks ago about it.
Yeah, and like I'll probably get that feeling again when I play, because I've played all the classes, but there's one class I just really haven't played, and that'll probably be like when I'll be excited again, is figuring out that class.
Right.
But the game itself, it lends itself to figuring out the optimal way to play, and I've never been like an optimal way to play
like min-max
player. Yeah, I'm not a min-maxer.
Well, you know what that means.
Although, that being said, I've heard rumors that the developers are trying to implement like mod support.
Oh.
So if they have mod support, I think that game will be amazing.
Yeah.
Get slightly spire levels of
like custom classes and custom everything.
Yeah.
That would be sweet. But Valheim was definitely on my list of like, I'm not getting Valheim because I'm trying to be responsible. If I wasn't responsible, I would have already had Valheim.
Gotcha.
Because I think that game is really good.
Yeah, so far having a lot of fun. Like it. Yeah, no, I think it's one of the. It was definitely. I still stand by it so far. Like, oh, this would be a great game to have like co-op. Because I know before I was like, oh, if I play by myself, it probably wouldn't last as long. We'll see.
We shall see.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, just honestly, it's just been really lax. Because my girlfriend came down for my birthday, so we just kind of chilled for the whole week. So I didn't really play much at all. But like all I did really was like play Overcooked 2 more, and I've just learned. Like, it's so funny because it's like I always thought I was like pretty good about like playing those games, and then I out of between me and her, I've realized I have like a short. I can play that a short amount of time before I fucking get like tilted as fuck with that game.
Your brain just like
And-
refuses to play anymore.
Yeah, and it's so funny because she's like, okay, is it okay to play? It's like when it gets to the point where she's like, is it okay we play one more level? Are you good? Like, it's like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm good.
And it's
I'm
like,
good.
it's like, this
Yeah.
is like a baby Nintendo game. I shouldn't be this mad.
Yeah, no, and it's upsetting. That makes it even more upsetting. I'm like, why am I upset? This is fine. Like, it's not even at her. It's just like there are things that I'm doing. I'm like, man, I'm not doing I'm not doing this
I
right.
know
There's
exactly
an order.
what you
There's a
mean.
groove. Like, you remember how when we played, like there was 4 of us, and I don't know if that just
Yeah.
made it stupid easy, but like with 2, it's like it's probably meant for like two, because 4.
So like, I have very strong opinions about Overcooked, which you might not expect, but like, I hate Overcooked 2, and I think the original Overcooked
Was better.
is way better because like, to me, fundamentally, they play different. Because with Overcooked, you actually have to like optimize and like play really efficiently to even get the 3rd star, which is the goal. But like in Overcooked 2, getting a 3-star is really easy, and it's mainly just like how big number get. And it's like design wise, it just feels not as satisfying because like you figure out like, oh, like if we just play the game slightly above average, you'll get a 3-star, no problem. It's just like, oh, it's just about getting like big points, and
okay.
I hate that. Whereas like, I remember like when we played the original Overcooked at your apartment,
Yeah.
it was really easy because we would have like 2 or 3 trial and errors to fail, and then once we
figure out
like,
the system.
oh, we need to do these things, but like only one person does dishes and only dishes instead of like trying to juggle.
Yeah.
Once you like actually hit that well-oiled machine feeling, the game is like stupid easy. But it's also because we've all been
There's 4
playing
people.
games together
Yeah.
for so long, it's like basically non-communication.
Yeah, it did get to that point. I thought that was really funny because it's like, my memories of like Overcooked 1 was really like when there was 4 of us and we just all sat there and in silence, like, and
Yeah, we were
essentially
like
just be like,
crushing it.
and we're like, oh, coming, okay, all right, I'm here, cool. Like it was like that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like
It was like
and maybe
big
it's just
boy
because, like,
esports gamer level.
that's what it. Yeah, exactly. That should make a team easy.
Yeah. Oh, professional Overcooked? Yes,
Oh
please.
yeah,
Dude, I'd be down.
man. But I think I get what you mean though, because that's the other thing was like when I played Overcooked 1, I just kind of played to play. I didn't really try to 3-star.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, because my girlfriend played Overcooked 1 with her sister, and they 3-starred everything. I never did that, so I don't know. I wouldn't know the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually curious because I don't
like. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't think she's ever mentioned the difference with that. I just knew, oh, Overcooked 2. We both have a Switch. Let's just play it. Like we both had it on Switch. That was it. Really.
I was like, the other big thing is Overcooked 2, I think in terms of level design, they felt overall more like gimmicky. Like, oh, you have to deal with
like portals,
falling
like,
platforms or portals, or like
yeah.
midway through the level switches.
Yeah.
And
notice
like
that.
Overcooked 1 still had like level gimmicks, but they weren't, I think, as prevalent. And it was more of just like you had obstacles, but they were like just generic obstacles and not, you have
like
to use the portal, and
like kitchen layout versus like
yeah,
okay.
and like you wouldn't have to like, because maybe I'm remembering incorrectly, but when I was playing Overcooked 2 with my friends, it was like every 3rd level would just be half the level is one way, and then like the level explodes and you suddenly have to learn a completely new layout on the fly, and the recipes change, and it just like, it kind of annoyed me.
I don't know if the recipe changed, but I think, at least from what because we're on World 6 now, so I think that's like the last one of the main story. But I do think like they have more prominent like the level changes, but I don't remember if that's just the last part of the world where it's like, oh, they try to incorporate everything, or like for instance, like, oh, the platforms are moving because we're on water, but I don't know. I'm so blinded by my rage at the game sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm so I was like, why am I so fucking tilted? Holy shit.
You're blind by your rage, but you're still just a Nicolas Cage.
Rat in a cage.
Man. But
he is not the big rat.
it also just reminded me, like, I miss going out, because usually me and my girlfriend try to go out and eat more, but with COVID, it's just like, oh, pick up, come back.
Not the same.
It's not the same at all. Oh well.
God, I got my first dose of the vaccine.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I'm fully vaccinated, I am about to gremlin so many restaurants.
Dude. Let me know. I get my second one this weekend.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm getting my second one this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So I'm ready.
Yeah, I have to. I think it's 3 weeks between my first and second.
Yeah.
And they even said, like, after I get my second dose, you need to wait 2 weeks and then you're completely vaccinated.
Yeah, I think that's what they said too.
So it's going to be like, I mean, what's like 1 more month when it's already been a year?
For real. It's like, we've done this for like ever now. Nothing's different.
Yeah, it's like, I think been a legit full year since our state announced lockdown. So it's just like, and some people still don't care. And it just annoys me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's fun to see and also annoying to see, like, every, like, little stories here and there. But
yeah, geez.
that's a whole nother topic in and of itself.
Yeah, we don't need to get Debbie Downer on this podcast.
No,
we're goofy goobers.
We're only Ulysses uppers.
On that note, do you guys have any?
Okay, no, but for real, can you think of any other name that starts with a U?
Usher?
There you go. We're Usher uppers. I like that better. That's good.
It still sounds, but still better than yes. We're Usher uppers. Congrats.
Usher.
Are those like? Does that count? Because Usher is like.
Usher's also like a word.
It's like a noun first, and then like some guy just made his stage name Usher.
Yeah.
I think it counts. I would never disrespect Usher like that.
Shit. But
that's all if you want to get biblical, there's like some of the angels have weird U names.
Is Uriel a U?
Yeah, Uriel.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
That
doesn't roll off the tongue though.
No, it doesn't. 100%.
Usman.
You names are
Ulrich. That is a Viking name.
Yeah.
Upton.
We're Upton uppers.
That just sounds like posh. Like, oh, Upton uppers, I say.
Yeah.
Oh, I say.
Oh, ta-ta-ta. All right, I think we're devolving.
No, we're devolving.
When are we not devolving?
You're right, for real.
It's mainly like we're in a constant state of devolving, and we have to like. It's like a pile of mud that we like shape into this like golem of a normal person, and then as the hour goes by, we just like slowly dribble back into a pile of mud.
That is my existence. You're right,
dude.
100%.
Apparently, I just saw. I think it was announced today. PlayStation did this thing a while ago, the like Play at Home initiative. It was like supposed to be their way of trying to get people to stay home and just play video games instead. A lot.
Wait, a lot?
Some of them are VR.
A lot.
Some of them are VR, which is really cool.
Oh.
Are they giving out more this time?
Yeah, so they're giving Abzu, which I think is VR. They're giving away Enter the Gungeon.
Cool.
Res Infinite. They're giving away Subnautica.
Cool.
The Witness.
Cool.
Moss. Thumper. It's like a few indie games.
Yeah.
But the big one is that they're giving away Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh.
Which I thought was bananas.
That's pretty wild.
What? Oh shit. Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, like I think that's gonna be like the crowning achievement, but
that's the big.
Like
That's the one to get.
Subnautica and Horizon Zero Dawn, I think, are so completely worth it.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh shit.
That's insane.
I kept thinking like 3 games, but you're right.
No, it's like some of them are VR only,
yeah.
and it's like, I mean, a lot of them are, I guess you would call indie games, but
Yeah.
I think some relatively good indie games. But
I mean, you might as well claim them all at this point.
yeah,
Free
But
game.
When does it start? March 25th. Got it.
yeah, in like a week.
Yeah, next week. Or
And I think Horizon Zero Dawn is later, but
mhm.
it's still like available.
Mm.
Yeah, April 19th
April. Yeah.
for Horizon Zero Dawn. Dude, you know, man. Last, I'm just gonna gripe about it because I want to. I think last week, Best Buy announced that they had more stock for PS5s,
Mm.
and they were gone in like 30 seconds because of scalpers.
Dude.
Like bots and scalpers again. It's like, please, I just want a PS5. And I'll actually use the PS5. I'm not gonna try and sell it for $1,000.
It's crazy to hear like how like I remember playing with some of one of our other friends. We were playing Call of Duty, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm playing on PS5." I was like, "What? What? What the? How the fuck?"
Yeah, like I know a lot of people are getting PS5s.
Yeah, they
but
are. But
some of the
I
ones
mean-
I know, like they don't live in like a city, so
yeah,
You know.
that could be a big thing too. Actually, that's a big thing. Because me here, I'm like, I go anywhere, and I just don't see shit. And I try to go on Walmart, and that site breaks that day.
Yep.
So it's just, it is what it is. I want one too so badly though. But
Dude,
it's okay.
just pay that $1,000, Harrison. Come on.
Okay, not that badly. I'm not gonna. That's
I'm not gonna
essentially.
support scalpers.
Yeah, no, fuck that shit.
Cause it's the same thing with
Same thing with
graphics cards.
dude.
Yeah.
That is like my one pride is like I didn't have to like I got through and got one by myself. And I was like, yeah, fuck y'all. Man, I want a PS5. Fuck this.
F
Same.
the scalpers. Yeah, me too. One day. One
One
day.
One day
we'll get that
we'll all have
PS5.
PS5s.
One day. Can't wait. But until that day, that's all I got. I don't know about you guys. But you guys got anything else to add? Do we name drop? Ian, what are you doing? Aren't you doing something on YouTube?
Dude, I'm recording gameplay videos on YouTube, and I upload them to YouTube. Well, I record them on OBS and then upload them to YouTube, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Type in Real Shake, and you'll find a dude holding some Quaker Oats. And if you want to watch some speed runs or some Magic the Gathering, that's what I'm doing right now. I stream on Fridays. New videos on Tuesdays. Starting next week, Thursdays. So yeah, that's all I got.
Ooh.
We have a podcast that you're listening to right now. That's also on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying they should hit that subscribe button and that like button as well?
Yeah, they should do both those things.
You need to say that at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Luke, when can I expect to see you stream?
I need a new computer because my current one is a piece of garbage.
TBD,
And I'm
you're
having
right.
a maybe not placeholder avatar being commissioned, so we'll see.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Well.
You can follow. I have a Twitter for that specific streaming account.
Wait,
I have posted 2 things.
you have a Twitter? I'm
Let
excited.
me make sure I get it right because I never use Twitter.
Dude, I'm excited. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm gonna nut.
Look at all these socials we have. Isn't
Oh my
it
god, we
something?
can drop socials. I'm so happy.
Yeah, you can follow me at the Barrel Senpai. There you go. It's all one word, the Barrel Senpai.
That's
Is that
beautiful.
TH? Got it. What, like the barrel?
The Barrel Senpai.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
That's fuck.
with my whole 2 tweets.
Done. All right. And
Done on air live.
I got nothing. So
That means you have no excuse to do that as well.
you're right. But yeah, other than that, yeah, thanks for tuning in. You can tweet us any topic suggestions or questions at SuperBossPod. And like Ian said, you can just follow us on YouTube or subscribe to YouTube. Give us that, hit that like button. Let us know how we're doing. And yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Yeah. See you later.
Thanks for listening. We will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Next time.
Bye-bye.
Next time.
Bye-bye.
Next time.
Bye-bye.
Next time.